Have you ever tried intermittent fasting? And if so, what's the longest you've lasted? Well, for me, it's 3 days or 72 hours. Recently, in an effort to not only try and lose weight, but to give my body the reset many claim is the only strategy to embark upon if you're looking at not just improving your health, but preventing chronic health conditions, encourage healthy aging, even claiming to reverse the signs of aging. I decided, what the heck? I tried every other crazy weight loss hack. May as well throw this one into the mixer while COVID has this bloody whole world on pause. Hi, and welcome to Shay Out Loud. Today I'm talking about how I embarked on a radical journey in an attempt to tackle that dreaded COVID belly. Now, I know I'm not alone with developing this COVID belly, but I'm not talking about just putting on a couple of kg over the last couple of years. I've stacked on over 10 kilograms. And while COVID restricts us from pretty much doing everything we want, one thing it doesn't or shouldn't stop us from doing is monitoring what we eat, what we put into our bodies. So I decided to embark on this weight loss journey because I'd taken leave days from work to attend a 40th birthday weekend and we couldn't go. So that's very depressing. Happy birthday, Nikki. Got canned due to COVID lockdowns. We're pretty much restricted from going anywhere. And there's so much that we've missed out on. So any communication with friends and family have pretty much been reduced to either FaceTime or Zoom. My sister's firstborn just turned 1, and I've pretty much missed that entire year of her growing up. I haven't seen my lovely fiancé Brett since June because Queensland is pretty much wrapping him up in bubble wrap, not letting anyone in or out of the state. And so while Brett and I are reduced to pretty much Zoom calls, it can get a little messy. I mean, what's a girl meant to do when the outside world is cancelled? I've got my rum for our date. No? Have you got audio on? I haven't seen Queensland people or Melbourne people for many years. We've got the border closes me off like I'm from fucking Korea. Or was that China? Great Wall of China.
Yeah, up here.
There's lots of walls. There's the Berlin Wall. There's the Great Wall of China. Did Donald actually end up building his wall?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah. I don't know if it was finished.
What's that wall called? I can't hear you either. I don't have any ice, Brett. I blame you. So that pretty much sums up our Zoom calls. Poor Brett listens to me dribbling on. And then you'll see here that I go on about my concerns about the amount of weight that I've stacked on during COVID. Now, you know how you said that I'm in no way fat and beautiful as I am? If I stand on the scales, it says I'm overweight. I'm approaching the end of my 40s. I don't know. Don't you feel like your body changes and your weight has less to do with appearance and more to do with health, like your health? And I don't know what to do about it because I actually eat less than I ever have before.
You do enjoy life.
I don't know if I can enjoy life if I start getting type 2 diabetes, Dal. So you agree that I'm fat? And so after I trick Paul Brett into saying that I'm fat, I explained to him that I'm planning on going on a 7-day water fast. Well, these days that I've got coming off, and I was supposed to go to a 40th for the weekend, we could have spent that together, but I'm not going to blame Anastasia for it.
I know.
I'm just blaming Anastasia for it, that's all. So these 7 days, instead of partying, I was thinking of going on a 7-day fast. I don't think I can go 7 days. I could give it a try. What I'm thinking of doing is going as long as I can. 3 days is good. 7 days is better,
Eating something.
but I might only last 3 days.
Yeah, mate.
I think I would just go for as long as I can without being ridiculous about it. Prolonged water fasts may sound extreme, crazy, even dangerous, and not everyone should be doing these fasts. So to ensure I was okay with the prolonged fast, I spoke to my doctor. I had a range of blood tests that came back as normal. But here's my disclaimer. No one should try this fast just because I did. Actually, the fact that I did it is probably a sound reason why you shouldn't. In short, seek medical assistance and advice before following in my footsteps. I make no claims of knowing anything, pretty much. I don't know. Go see your chiropractor or whoever needs to know. If he's single and alone, why not make him your bubble buddy for the next week or so? How long should you fast for if you're looking at doing it? Prolonged fasting generally starts from about 48, 72 hours or goes a lot longer without eating. Some people go a week, even 21 days or longer. That's generally under medical supervision. 8:35 p.m. and I'm 2 minutes and 25 seconds into my fast.
You're doing well, babe.
I know. Yeah,
You feel
I can feel it dropping off me. So it's day one of my fast. It's 10 to 11 and I'm not coping. I don't normally eat for at least 16 hours of the day unless I'm at work. But while I'm at home, sometimes I don't eat till 5 at night. Why am I struggling now? And I think it's because I haven't been having coffee. I'm not going to be able to do this without my coffee. One step at a time, and I'm going to do it with coffee. I don't even know if I'm going to last the 5 days the way I've been feeling this morning. I was, before having the coffee, so close to boycotting it and going, I'll do a 3-day fast. I was doing a 7-day fast initially. It's down to 5 days. I'm considering 3 days. I am a little bummed that I couldn't do it without coffee because my aim was to detoxify my liver. But with coffee, you're still activating your liver by having caffeine because your liver has to detoxify the caffeine molecules, break them down, and eliminate them from the body. But I wasn't overly worried about this since my blood test did come back showing that my liver was normal, even though to me it didn't seem normal. I don't eat a lot and my stomach's not right. There's something going on. There is something going on. I don't care what anyone says. So I'm 21 hours, 33 minutes into my fast. I've just taken Shelby for a walk, my dog, because it was either that or eat, and I thought I'd take my mind off the food. I'm hoping to make it far longer than that, but I don't know. I'm surprised on this far. We'll see how I go. Depending on your diet or what you ate prior to starting your fast will have a big impact on how quickly you will move through the different stages of your fasting timeline. Someone who follows a mostly ketogenic diet or a low-carb diet is pretty much going to start with a fairly low blood sugar, so you'll benefit a few hours sooner than someone on a high-carb diet, for example. But at this stage in my fast, what I should be expecting is my stored glucose is running out and my body's starting to look for different energy sources. So it's basically burning body fat at this stage. And the body starts producing ketones. There's additional benefits to ketones, which include reduction of inflammation. And when we decrease inflammation, we also decrease our risk of having a heart attack, for example, which starts with inflammation. It leads to plaquing, clotting, stopping the flow of the artery, and then we no longer have the oxygen to the muscle tissue. High inflammation is caused by high levels of insulin and a poor diet. A diabetic has high inflammation, and other illnesses with high inflammation include arthritis, bursitis, rheumatoid arthritis, pretty much any itises. This stage can also increase mental clarity, regrow brain cells. Yeah, I could use that. And as we age, all these things I'm going to list are what slowly decreases, beginning from age 30 and onwards. One thing we're already aware of is muscle mass and bone density, but what we're less aware of is the decline in mitochondria. And so what the hell is mitochondria, you ask? Well, it's known as the powerhouse of the cells, and simply put, it's what gives you energy. It takes glucose from your bloodstream and turns it into energy. And so the more mitochondria you have, the more efficiently you can create energy. So there you go. Fasting is going to boost your energy. So now I'm 36, nearly 37 hours into my fast. I made it through the night. I had a bad sleep, but I got here. I'm just about to do weigh-in. $66. Yay! It's after 36 hours that autophagy starts kicking in. And to explain it, it's the cells in your bodies that are not meant to last forever, just like the parts in your car. At some point, they will need replacing. Here's my kind of COVID lockdown rum-induced Zoom version of trying to explain how it works.
If I'm going to talk in terms of what you understand, it's like doing an oil change on your car. So you empty your body of food, and then, so you would empty your car of oil, and someone might go, well, that's terrible. Now your car's got no oil. And you'll say, yeah, but that's okay, because I'm going to refill the oil with cleaner oil. So you empty the shit out of you, and then at the end of the empty period, you re-cleanse your body with stuff that isn't toxic and is going to be good for your body. Namaste.
Maybe a better way to explain it is once you enter autophagy in your fast, you start to recycle old damaged proteins, plus damaged microbes, damaged mitochondria. So it's a self-cleaning, recycling action going on. You're recycling the damaged proteins into new proteins to build new tissue. And this is what I'm after. It's the epitome of anti-aging. The only way you'll enter autophagy is through prolonged fasting, not intermittent fasting. Even after you fast, your 3 or 5 day fast, you can prolong autophagy by introducing the right foods into your diet very gradually. And just as I mentioned about a good oil change, one of the best ways that you could break your fast is with some good fats like MCT oil, olive oil, something a bit heavier, avocado. Foods that will give you a minimal insulin response. Then you can follow that up by adding in probiotics, sauerkraut, fermented veggies, yogurt, sour cream, all great sources of good bacteria. And now that you have the good bacteria in your body, you want to give it some fuel. And this is where you introduce a wide variety of plant fibre, steamed vegetables. So you've sown the seed, you've fueled or fertilised your body, and after you've fueled yourself with fibre, It's a great idea to introduce food with a lot of gut nutrients to heal and repair the gut. A great way to do this is by making your own bone broth. And if I'm going to make my own bone broth, I'm going to make sure I get the best ingredients possible. If I can, I want to avoid any factory farmed ingredients. And so I set out for my local health food organic shop. But with the best of intentions, I spot some pre-made bone broth. Organic, it says. Also been slow cooked for 18 hours. Nothing but the best ingredients. I wouldn't call it a shortcut, I'd call it good time management. Wild Atlantic salmon. Some probiotic yogurt. Let's get the biotic. Okay, so from the organic shop, I bought one, whatever it's called, jar of bone broth. I can't even think straight. This sharper brain thing hasn't kicked in yet. Some Greek yogurt. I thought that's nice and creamy. That would give me sort of a sweet taste, maybe. And if I'm still really hungry, look, I bought some organic wild salmon. The wild salmon's the one to get. That was $30, I think, for that packet. Let's see. Got the receipt here. This is why you can't eat healthy. So you better make your own food. The bone broth, 25 bucks for that jar. Let's see the yogurt. Oh, the yogurt was only $3. So you could live on organic yogurt. And the fish, $30, yeah. In total, $58. You hungry? What is it, Skip? Shelby's also on a diet, so I have to weigh out her food. There we go, 125. Ooh, doesn't that look yummy? Even I could eat that right now. Bon appetit. Now moving further along the timeline of fasting, 48 hours in, and the human growth hormone ramps up. And at 54 hours, you'll see a significant improvement in your insulin sensitivity. Day 3, 62 hours in, and I'm hungry. 65.5. So I'm just going to test my urine and see if I'm in ketosis, which I will be, but to what level. It's nearly that colour, but more that colour probably. So I'm burning fat and I'm repairing cells. Oh my god, this toothpaste is delicious. 68 hours in, oh my god. I have decided that I will end my fast today. Just making some chicken and some vegetables for my boys. I'll just give them some vegetables and then throw the rest in for me without the chicken. It's 72 hours that I haven't eaten, so I am thinking this bone broth is going to be amazing.
It's going to go straight through you. You're going to sit on the toilet now.
No, I'm not. You ready? I'm ready.
No, watch your head.
Oh yeah, it's not great.